Yep. Sometimes I look at these vloggers and I wonder, like, how do they carry all the stuff that they need to carry for like regular life, and then their camera, and then they vlog, and they get like great shots too. Like, I've been doing this thing for like almost 3 years now, and like I do what I can do, but like sometimes you just have your hands full of stuff and you just can't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, how do these guys do it?
Hello, how you doing? Good, thank you. Yes, you as well. Thank you very much.
Bye bye. I didn't have time for breakfast this morning, so I gotta kind of make it quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would like to formally, highly suggest you never go to McDonald's for breakfast, because there are way better, way healthier options. However, if you are to go there, they have something called the big breakfast, the McDonald's big breakfast, something like that, and they have these hot cakes there that are, you know, obviously McDonald's, but I mean, they are surprisingly not bad. The sausage, I can deal with it. I can also deal with it. And then most importantly, the most important part. Dude, these hash browns are heavenly. These are a delicacy right here. But yeah, I would never go there for breakfast. At least I'm not suggesting that you do it ever. So the hash browns though. Hash browns are good. Uh-oh, drop some egg. It kind of tastes like, you ever go to summer camp and like in the dining hall for summer camp, they serve you breakfast, and like one of the days, like on Tuesday, they serve you pancakes? That's what these are like. That's what these are like. Whoa. Good morning. Good morning.
All right, so here's the thing. See, you probably see me come in here every day, and I work here every day, and this is part of my job, and what I do for a living is I work here at 4LC Studios in video production.
And I'm sure some of you are asking, like, why do you get up every day to go to work? Like, what exactly do you do at 4LC Studios every single day?
First things first, you have to drink a lot of coffee.
Thanks. Good morning, thank you.
I'm just kidding. We just happened to be at Starbucks this morning, but we do come to Starbucks a lot. I did. I loved it. It was very good. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Good to see you. Bye. So the reality of it is that Scott actually owns 4LC Studios. He is the owner of the company, and I work for Scott. So I'm his number 2. I'm the right-hand man. I'm the guy that works right underneath Scott. And it's interesting because my entire life, I never had a boss. Well, I had one boss, and I worked at a supermarket, and you know, there was a supervisor and a boss and all that. But outside of that, I've always owned my own business. I've always owned my own company. I've always done my own thing, set my own schedule. I've always done stuff by myself. And so to work for someone is kind of new, but I'm learning in life, and I'm so happy that I figured this out early on, that I'm a better number 2 than I am a number 1. And that right there is called self-awareness. If there's anything that you can take away from this vlog, it's self-awareness. And that's a combination of things, but it's knowing who you are, knowing what you've done, and knowing where you can go. And it's a lot harder than it sounds. But I've learned that I'm a better number 2 than a number 1. I'm definitely not just an employee here at 4LC Studios, because, you know, yes, I work for Scott, and so that means I'm filming, that means I'm editing, I'm doing different tasks that he needs done, but I can do more than that. You know, I can innovate, I can create, I can even bring ideas and even challenge Scott a little bit with other types of things. So there's more than just the obvious of me filming different projects and editing different projects and doing these things that I genuinely love to do, because I literally love helping the number 1 win, because the bigger the number 1 wins, the bigger I and the company can win as a whole. But it takes a certain kind of person to be that person. And I feel like I fit well in that position. I'm not just showing up and when I leave I don't care. I genuinely care about the well-being of Scott and the business, because the bigger that it can be as a whole, the bigger that we can be as a team and as a company. And the honest truth as well is that, like, I don't really know how this would all work, but I mean, if Scott died tomorrow, like, I gotta keep the train on the rails here. Like, I gotta keep the thing going. And so I really genuinely care about it, and I'm excited to like come up for air in 50 years and see where we've gotten to. And it's been crazy that only in just a year or two that we've worked together that it's gotten to where it is, and we're doing so well. I'm so excited about it. It's just, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be here and to do what I do. All right, so now that you know the what, I wanna show you guys the where. So this is our studio. This is where Scott actually works right here. I work back here in this area, and this is where we're at if we're not out in the field filming. So we normally don't do filming here in the studio. We're usually out if we have to do a commercial job, or if we need to do weddings or anything like that. We're usually out in the field filming. And then when we're not filming out in the field, we're here in the studio. So again, this is where Scott's at. My office setup is right back over here. I usually have my laptop right over here, but it's already the end of the day, so I got that packed up, and this is where we have all our storage stuff, where we can access all our files, and everything's all right here. For those of you that don't know, I do already have an office setup video, so in the event that you're interested in actually knowing the details of what I have here, I'll make sure that I link that below so you can check that out. So yeah, I really love working here at 4LC Studios. It's honestly a blessing. It's something that I'm just super thankful for, very grateful for, and I'm really appreciative of Scott reaching out to me when I had my own media company and saying, hey, you know what? I think the two of us together would work really well. It's been super helpful, the fact that Scott and I are friends first, and then we grew into, you know, doing worship leading together at the church, and you know, I was always on the team with him, and then we actually switched churches at the same time because he brought me over. It's kind of a long story, but we've always been great friends, and then we found out that we both had very similar business mindsets, and we found that we also worked well together over time. And so now that we can work together and we're still friends, it's awesome. And I love the way that we do business together and the way that we interact. And obviously, we, you know, there's some tough conversations here and there, but I mean, it's a great work environment, and I would not trade it for the world. And more importantly, the reason I love working here is because of reasons like this. So like I've said, I've been on a Sony a6500 for a while now, and Scott talked me into getting the GH5 for vlogging. Again, we use GH5s for all our corporate work, all our weddings, but I wanted to see what it was like for the vlog, and everything came today. If anybody's interested in a Sony a6500,